Today I'm going to show you 3 meal ideas that I like to bring with me for a day out climbing. They're 3 lunch ideas that are really easy, flexible and packable, so there's not too much mess. You can kind of use what you've got in your kitchen and you can easily bring it in and out of the crag. You can easily bring it in and out of the crag with you with the least amount of mess, if none.
First up, we have our stacked crackers. The first time I made this was back in 2018. I packed this for my first ever overnight camping trip in the Blue Mountains. It's something that I still go back to and bring along with me if I'm quite time poor, and I just can swap out whatever toppings to what I have at the moment. What's great about this is that you can eat as little or as much as you want. You can share it with others. Another tip is to pack it all in a Tupperware box so you can keep all the rubbish in one place and pack up any leftover things that you didn't finish to take back with you to camp or back home. First, you want to take out your crackers and unpack them. I like the Vita-Weats ones because they're a good size and they give a good crunch. And I'll take a couple of pieces and put it on a makeshift plate, whether that's the Tupperware lid or my lap or some kind of flat surface. Then go ahead and open up all your other toppings so it's easy access when you start building everything. So I'm cutting open this avocado and also the cheddar cheese. And then we're ready to assemble. So grab your cheese or stack it however order you like. I like to put my cheese to weight it down and then the avocado on top and then finish it off with some tuna. With the tuna, I like the ones that come in the pouch. They're just a little bit neater and you don't have to drain any of the water or the oil out. So easy to pack in and easy to pack out. And that's it. I like to build these as I go and just repeat all these steps. Adding more cheese, adding avo, maybe without the tuna, and just mix it up, kind of like cheese board style, and basically eat these until I'm full or I'm ready to climb again, or share these with other people. Next, we have our falafel and kimchi wrap. This is a great lunch to make in bulk with a group or friends you're traveling with and has quickly become our go-to meal. We ate this during our bouldering trip in the Grampians and also made this again in our trip to Arapiles. What's great about it is that it's full of flavor and it's very filling. It's really easy to make in bulk and it can also work for camping as well as day trips. Step 1 is to grab a wrap, lay it out on a plate or a flat surface and start spreading the hummus as the base. Then add some spinach or any kind of leafy greens that you have on hand. Next, add the falafel. These ones are ready to eat from the container. You can also substitute these with any other protein. Previously I've used sardines, you can do tuna, you can also do chicken. Add your cherry tomatoes on top. Then we add some kimchi, and the kimchi is what really gives the kick in the wrap. I like to use the kimchi that's in the preserved aisle at the grocery store. These are great to take with you on camp because you don't have to keep them cold or refrigerated and you can just use them when you need to use them. We finish the wrap with some sauce, so we use a mix of chili sauce and mayo. My favorite combo is Kewpie mayo and sriracha sauce, and this also gives it a lot of flavor. Then we wrap everything together and put it into a sandwich bag to contain any potential leaks. Leaks will depend on how much sauce you add to the wrap, as well as if you're adding any kimchi with a lot of juice into it. So just be aware of that. Sometimes it makes the wrap go soggy and other times it actually is absorbed by all the other ingredients, so it's fine. I've actually travelled really nicely. I thought there was going to be more leaks, but there's actually 0 leaks. So this is a good sign. Ew. Pasta salads are also another really easy lunch that you can customize and prep the day before, put a little love into it and then really enjoy it at the crag. It was such a nice meal to eat out. Didn't have to do anything aside from pull it out of my bag and just eat it with a fork. What's great about this one is that it's fully customizable, so you can sneak in a lot of veg and it can be a really easy leftover, just throw whatever's left in the fridge into one whole dish and then just kind of clear it all out. We're going to start with the oven first, so preheat your oven to around 200 degrees Celsius. This is for the sweet potato, we're going to roast them. And then on the stovetop we'll start prepping for the pasta, so grab a pot and fill it up with cold water, enough to cover around 500 grams of pasta, and then add some salt and just let that bring to a boil. Now we'll get to cutting all the vegetables. First we're cutting the sweet potato into cubes, then we're transferring it to a tray that we can put into the oven, and I've seasoned it with just some salt and pepper and some olive oil. They're going to take around 20 to 30 minutes to cook, and you can check in on them and flip them around halfway. We're going to cut the rest of the vegetables that are left over, so cut 1 punnet of cherry tomatoes, 1 capsicum and some pitted olives. We're going to cut them all into bite-sized pieces that we can easily stack onto our fork. By now the water should be boiling for the pasta, so I'm going to add all my pasta and start cooking it. When the pasta is al dente, I'm going to drain all the water and then pop the pasta back into the pot. Then we're going to stir in some pesto. If you've got homemade, that's great. I feel like it would be even tastier with homemade pesto, but if you don't have time like I did, you can just grab one from the grocery store and just stir it in. We're going to transfer the pasta into a big salad bowl. I think the bigger the better, especially with all the stuff we're going to mix in. So grab your roasted sweet potato. These have such a punch of color and are probably my favorite part of this salad. Add your juicy cherry tomatoes. By the way, I got a little bit nervous here about the salad bowl not being big enough. If you want, you can mix in between each ingredient so that you have a little bit more room to add everything in. I'm going to add the capsicum now, which gives it a lot of crunch. And then we're going to add the cannellini beans or white kidney beans. These are our favorite beans to put into pasta. They work really well with pretty much any pasta dish we've made in the past, and they're full of nutritious goodness. We then add some olives that give a good tang and zing in all of the salad. And last but not least, I'm adding rocket to just add a bit of green throughout the whole pasta salad. And when you stir this in with the warm pasta, it will start to wilt and bend with all the rest of the ingredients. Once everything is mixed through, I just grab all my bowls and my containers and I start distributing everything out. An optional extra is some cheese, so I like to tear a bit of bocconcini just to the tops of the pastas and mix that through as well. You don't have to be fancy like me. You can customize this however you want. And that's it. That's all the prep you need to do. Just bring it out with you when you go out climbing or go outside, and then you can eat the rest of the pasta for dinner or leftovers. Probably one of my favorite meals to take out with me at the moment.
Okay, so those were the 3. I've got a couple more ideas up my sleeve. Let me know if you want to see more of them or hear about them, and if you would like to share any of your go-to lunch recipes, please let me know in the comments below. I'm very keen to hear all about it and like try them out for myself too. Okay, bye!